Welcome back to Call to Crawl and another episode of the DQD, the Daily Quick Drop. I am here working on my dad's Dodge Power Wagon. This is going to be his birthday gift. If you're a follower of the channel, you'll know that, or subscriber, you'll know that that's what I'm building here. And today I'm working on the winch. I had the bumpers made by Merchant Metal Fab, who did some really nice, big, beefy bumpers for this rig. Pretty much what was on it, so I'm going by what his truck used to look like. His truck is probably long gone because that was back in the 80s. So I'm just trying to do a tribute build for it. Today, like I said, I'm working on the winch. I've got a nice old school looking Warn winch here, which if you're familiar with RC 4-wheel drive, they do a really nice job with the scale, but they're not really a high cycle or high duty winch. It works great, but to pull this vehicle, this one's going to be about 11 pounds, maybe 12 by the time it's all said and done. So she's going to be a big girl. And I know that this winch won't last long if I use it often. So what I'm going to do is I have a reefs winch inside here with an internal spool that I plan on using for the heavy duty pulling that I plan to do with this rig. So this one here, I've just taken the rope and I swapped out the red rope that came with it with the gray rope from a gray one, and I just cut the hook off and put the rope behind the rollers here and kind of secured it down. So it looks like the rope is there, looks like the rope's going to be used, but however I'm going to feed the rope from the IS internal spool winch through here and out the fair lead, so you won't be able to really tell the difference. It'll look like this winch is doing the duty. Okay, so I've drilled a hole right through the metal bumper here, which I plan to bring the rope through. I'll go ahead and pull the cab off and show you just the other side here, the inside that is. So here's the IS 800 internal spool winch from Reefs, and here's the rope for it. So I plan on bringing this rope through here, drop it down through this little hole I drilled, and then bring it all the way through here and then through the hole in the bumper. And if I can get that to come through the hole in the bumper, that will be an amazing thing on camera, right? Things never work out when you want them to. Trying to get my fat head in the shot there. Oh, look at that. We got a little piece. Okay, yeah, so that's going to go through just like that. Now, before you go, well, that metal bumper is just going to cut that rope. You're right, it would. So I was digging around through my parts bin that I've been collecting since the early 80s when I started buying RC cars, and I found this little guy right here. And that is just a hard plastic bushing, I think, from a suspension piece from a long time ago. Who knows what it came off of. So I'm going to feed that through here. And to get it to go through, I'm going to have to find something really small. Poke that through there. And then this piece of plastic will act as a bushing. And I'll put it in the hole here. Kind of see what I'm trying to do if my big old fat hands will be out of the way. So there, we got a bushing. So now we can pull from any direction, and we won't be rubbing metal on rope. I'll go ahead and mushroom out the other side, the back side of it, so it can't pop back out. So it'll just kind of stay there. Also, too, Reefs, if you're listening, or if somebody wants to share this with Reef, on your winches, on these IS winches, I've noticed that the edges here, right here, and all the way around that opening are sharp, and they can fray your rope. So if there's any way you guys can chamfer these and make them smoother so that the rope, when it's rubbing against it, doesn't fray the rope, that would be fantastic. I went ahead and did it with a file on this one. I had another RC that I did that with as well. But hey, you guys hit the big time. Congratulations on your new release, by the way. Considering buying one of those, I probably missed out on the 250 original sale, but one down the road. I've got enough projects on the plate for now, I guess. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do a whole lot more on this video. Just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that helps you with provide a solution for something that you've been thinking about doing on your own. If it does, put a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Or don't. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.